A perfect rain-free Wednesday, and time to light up the skies with another fun evening at the Manning Road Cruise. Thanks to everyone who came out to enjoy the late afternoon sun and show off their beautiful cars and trucks. To those who didn't make this week's cruise, we hope to see you next week or at the many car shows and events coming up this month. Here's a look at some of last Wednesday's show. As usual, not all cars and trucks on display are shown here, but this will give you a quick glimpse into a few of them, along with a couple of comments by owners. There's Fred's Custom 47 Chevy. This car has just about everything. Beautiful custom interior and exterior, and a few more accessories than most. How cool is that? The hood opens with a touch of his keyring. There's a story behind every car. Daryl had wanted an old pickup truck for many years, but not just any pickup. He wanted a Chevy pickup, and found one in northern Michigan in pieces in a barn. But the owner wouldn't sell. Well, the owner finally died before getting the truck put back together, but his widow still wouldn't sell. When the widow finally died, he was able to buy the truck of his dreams from the daughter. The perfect condition but disassembled former mail truck had sat for nearly 70 years on shelves, waiting to be brought back to life. Here's the story from Daryl.
And we brought it back here and put it all back together. That's the original body. It's all steel. We brought her back to life, and that's what she looks like now.
Here's Dave's 1960 Monarch. A 1952 Chevy hardtop with louvered hood and Frenched headlights. A nice little 5-window coupe. And more cars at the Wednesday Cruise. Here's Art's little hot rod, and beside him is Derek's 53 last-of-the-line Morris Oxford. The dies were then sold to India, where they made this car for years afterwards. Here's Ron in his Monte Carlo. And there's John in his 1940 LaSalle. Every year there seems to be more cars we haven't seen before. Like this 1940 Ford convertible. Here's a Lee Iacocca special from the days when Chrysler was in deep financial trouble. This Dodge 500 is in outstanding condition. Last week, Ray and Bev were at the Manning Road Cruise with their original condition green 1926 Tall T. This week, they brought along another of their cars. Ray has had a love for Model Ts since childhood.
I guess when I was a kid, I used to hear my dad. My dad used to repair Model Ts in the backyard. And I used to hear all the stories about how they'd break your arm and this and that about them. And I started out working on cars, and I was always intrigued by Model T.
There's a little Cobra packing a 427 engine, and a few more cars at the cruise. Jerry's 41 Dodge Business Coupe is in nice shape, and parked right next door is his brother's 57 Ford Ranchero. It seems classic cars run in the family. There goes Rob in his 37 Ford. Now, here's a story of success and following your dreams. Years ago, Herman had a motorcycle accident that left him in a wheelchair, but that didn't get him down. With a little help, he built this modified Suzuki bike to keep him cruising and out having fun. This is a 1965 Corvette. It's hard to believe this stylish roadster is nearly 50 years old. But then again, most of us have topped 50 and still think we look pretty stylish. Here is a nice-looking 40 Ford pickup. As an Olds fan, I love this shiny green Olds 442. And here's another 442. Here's a car we haven't seen much of. It's a 1931 Dodge. There's Bill with his El Camino. A 56 four-door Pontiac hardtop. And there's Ed's 59 Chevy flat top. A change of color for this Buick. It's now red. Don't hold me to it, but it looks like a 33 model. A 70s Lincoln. And the rest of the lineup. This 56 Ford used to be a fire chief's car. Opposite to the 33 Buick, the car was originally red. And just behind it is Oscar's little red Fiero. There's Jim and Mary's 28 Veely. And beside them is Andy's Charger SE. This is a very rare car. It has a Magnum 383 and factory 4-speed. This 71 Plymouth GTX is equipped with a 440 engine and also a factory 4 on the floor. And Bob brought along his Valiant. I may be wrong on this, but this looks like a 1928 Overland. What a rare car, in nice condition. There's Ray's 48 Chevy pickup, Richard's Valiant, and Doug's 46 Ford. Or is it a Lincoln? It's actually a Ford body, but there's a lot of Lincoln in this car, and custom features inside and out. There's a like-new 71 GTO, a 64 Ford Fastback, and Jim was here with his nicely restored 66 Mustang, a glow-in-the-dark Hummer. That's Garrow's 57 Chevy. Now that's a real car. Well, that about covers it. Not all cars at the cruise were included in this video. My apologies to Ken. If you remind me, Ken, I will get a shot of your beautiful Corvette at the next cruise. Thanks to all friends who made this such a fun evening. And thanks to Marty and the gang at Manning Road A&W for putting on these cruise nights. So long for now from the Manning Road Cruise. And as always, we'll see you at the car shows and cruise nights.